All right, here we go. I want you guys to come take a ride with me to Fairy Tale Land. You know, the across betting, 640, 960 across, and get 3 hits and regress and all that and blah, blah, blah. And you're a long-term winner winning that way or playing that way because you have an unlimited bankroll and your bankroll can sustain the ebbs and flows and the drawdowns and blah, blah, blah. All right, here we go. $25 table. There's my 25. And we're gonna break the casino because this is the best way to bet. All right, front line winner. Page 25. Put our winners right here. All right, front line winner. Here we go. Coming up. All right, so we got a 538. However, I'm going to do things differently, and I'm going to tell you why. All right, I'm going to bet 100 on the 4, 150, 100 on the 5, 150 on the 6, 100 on the 9, 100 on the 10, and I'm going to put 100 odds. And instead of regressing after the first 3 hits, I'm pressing. Why? Because the money's gone anyway. In the long term, you are not going to beat this bet, so you may as well give yourself a very slight possibility to maybe be a long-term winner by pressing the first 3 bets and getting lucky enough, or skilled enough if you want to call it, to hit the same numbers over and over, and you may recoup your initial investment back in the first 3 rolls, or you may get your asshole toe out. Here we go. One hundo. 150. 100, 100, and 100. So let's see what we have invested. 1, 2, 350, 450, 550, 650, 675. And here we go. Page 140. And I'm putting the whole 140 up there. Here we go. Six. Page 180. It's going to 330. go. Nine. Page 140. We're going to press it. Six. Page 392, 300, page 350, and 30, page 42. So I do believe that should be 392. Yep, 392. So we're going to regress. All right. So everything goes down to 25 and 30. All right. So we made some money that time. Once again, that is the exception and not the rule. All right. Boogaloo, just a tip. And here we go. And we got a 10. So what do you guys do? You press to the moon, right? But I'm gonna do it like this. And put a quarter in the rack. Oh, I'm not doing the egg, so just entertainment. Because I don't believe in this bullshit anyway. You guys do, but I don't, so. Pure entertainment and sarcasm. And there's the 8. All right, that's going to be 61. 36 in the back, 25 in the front. Spidey. Already called Spidey. That was 538. All right. We're coming out. Front line winner. Yeah, this shit is fun when it works. But when it don't, you get your asshole tore out. You get your nuts clipped thoroughly. All right? Still coming out. Bang. Four. Page 50 for one. I'm not doing a V, but I'm gonna do it like that and like that. Five. Page 35. We're gonna go ahead and just press the whole thing. Press it to 60. Because we got a huge bankroll, and our bankroll allows us to weather the ebbs and flows of the game. It changes the math of the game. So some people think. All right. Well, that would be a 6. So let's collect that. 4. Pays 100. We're gonna press it. Boogaloo. I'm sorry, 3. Four. 150 plays 300. I'm not doing a big, so I'm gonna take that 300. I'm gonna put it in the rack. Point negative. I'm gonna take it to 250. That's a 6. Damn, pays 35. I'm gonna collect it. All the numbers ain't got pressed up. It's 35. I'm gonna press it to 60. Nickel in the rack. Seven, ouch. All right. Wasn't a bad hand. Wish we could have hit that 4. We got 450 on the table. But shit, we took a lot off too. Nine. 13, is that right? 5. Yep, 13. 16. 17. 1750. 1773, and we take out what? Take out about 700 for the initial investment. Leaves us almost 1100. Almost 1100 in profit. So first hand was okay, but once again, no such thing as hit and run unless you hit, run, and never play again. So I just went to the cage. I left the casino a winner. I'm saying I hit and run. I hit and ran. So now I'm back 2 weeks later. All right. Remember, the dice don't know when you take a break. So all this shit about, oh, I hit him and ran. No, all you did was reduce your playing time. That's all you did, guys. I mean, cut this shit. You guys are so delusional, man. All right, here we go. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's a good thing to limit your playing time. But don't say you hit and ran. You won and left. And you came back again later. The next day, the next week, the next hour, a year later. All right. Coming up. Same way, $25 table. Remember, the dice don't know when you take a break. Dice don't have no idea. They know when you come back though. All right. 10. 10's the point. Remember, we got this huge ass bankroll to weather the ebbs and flows of the game. So we're gonna keep being stupid. And do our 3 hits. The only difference is I'm pressing mine with the hopes that I can hit the same number 3 times and be out the hand with a profit. All right. But remember, guys, you got a huge bankroll to sustain you for the ebbs and flows of the game and the drawdown. So you're good to go. I say bullshit. I say it just takes you longer to go broke. Nine. All right. Page 140. Putting the whole thing up there. Why? Because I'm praying. Oh, that was a man. I'm praying to hit the same numbers. 10's the point. Page 200. I'm not doing a vid. Just entertainment, so. Even if you hit one repeater, you're gonna do better than, you know, putting the shit in your rack for 3 hits and regress and all that. Like I said, you gotta figure it's a long-term lose anyway, so Might as well swing for the fences. See what I mean? See what I mean? It's gonna catch you sooner or later. Boom. There you go. 7 out. But remember, your bankroll has the ability where you can survive the ebbs and flows of the game. Right? So it makes no difference when you 7 out, right? So we just got our nuts toe out for about another what, 700, 800, whatever. But we was what? Almost 1,100 ahead when we hit and ran, right? Well, when you guys think that you hit and ran. But you're back again playing a month later or a year later. All right? Let's see what big bankroll Bob can do. Right? Bob's bankrolls can handle the ebbs and flows of the game. So we don't worry about it because we got a huge bankroll. Unfortunately, we do have one thing going against us. We don't have 25 different toss techniques to try in case one don't work. Damn, we might be in trouble. All right, so we're gonna do it the same way. Right? We got a big bankroll, man. Our bankroll, it allows us to weather the ebbs and flows of the game. We don't care about that shit. We big bankroll Bob. We only just got one toss technique. We probably need to implement 15 more toss techniques in our arsenal. And maybe learn to and then learn to shoot left-handed too. All right. This way we can be a jack of all trades. All right. So we got an 8. Pays 150. I'm sorry, pays 180. 150 pays 180. It's going to 330. Because man, you got a big bankroll, what you scared of, right? Got a big bankroll. Yeah. Your bankroll can sustain the ebbs and flows and the drawdowns, like that last disastrous hand. But you don't worry about that, because you're a dice influencer, and you got a huge bankroll. That's a 2. Yeah, you got a big bankroll. And you are a dice influencer. Yes, you are. All right. Now at the point. Uh-oh. That's a 3. Now somebody said that if you get 2 crap numbers in a row, that you should turn your bets off for 2 rolls. Well, we ain't turning shit off, because the dice don't know. And you may get clipped. Then again, you may not. All right, that's a 4. So our 4 is going to pay 200, because we're not doing a vig. So now it's going up to 300. All right. And we ain't worried about nothing, because we got a big ass bankroll behind us, so we don't care about no short hands. Our bankroll's gonna carry us. All right. And that's the third hit. And that's going to pay 200. And it's going to 300. But I'm not worried about no shorthand. Man, I got a huge bankroll, so. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't know how to shoot left-handed, but I only got one toss technique. So once again, guys, you know, admittedly, so I might be in trouble. Well, we hit a repeater. That's a 5 and a 3. So, 392, 350, and 42. 392. 375. 392. So, my buddy in Texas said, well, I don't want to say his name, but my buddy in Texas says, well, if you're a dice influencer, why you keep regressing your bets and all that, right? All right, we're a dice influencer, so we ain't gonna regress, because our toss is powerful. We know how to shoot left-handed, right-handed, from the right side of the table, left side of the table, end of the table, and we got a $1 zillion bankroll behind us. Fuck, a 10. Ooh, what? How did that happen? All right. So, 300. I ain't gonna bid. Base 600. But guess what? Now we're getting scared because we checking shit. So we're gonna take all this down. And we're going to table minimum because we finally realized that dice influencing is not as powerful as people claim it to be, nor is their bankrolls. All right. Let's see. So shit. We got back all that money that we lost that other hand, right? Why? Because our bankroll can survive the ebbs and flows of the game. But we're gonna go down to table minimum because now we just realized that maybe, just maybe, it's not as powerful, the dice influencing, as we think it is. Two. That is a 2. Here we go. Eight. Press the 60, a nickel in the rack. Page 50 for 1. Not doing a big. 25 in the rack. In the rack. Bingo. Now, point me. $70, $45, $70, $45 in the back. $25 in the front for a total of 70. Coming out. Here we go. Deja vu. Another 70. Tell you what, I'm gonna drop 3 greens and take a nickel. So, a bankroll allowed us, the huge bankroll, it allowed us to recover from that other disastrous hand. Imagine that. Is it 9 o'clock yet? $30 arch. Is it 9 o'clock yet? End of the road. Save it up. Yeah. So let's see if how much we recovered from that other hand. Let's see how much we left on the table. 1, 250, 270, 270 on the table. see. All right. So we had lost. We had 111, almost 1100 on the first hand. Then we got clobbered for about 700 on the next hand. And that's that. That's that 700 that we lost on that short hand. And we still came out with oh, but then I need to take out another 700 for the initial investment. All right. So actually, technically, seven, eight, nine, another 902 bucks. All right, but anyway, guys, I was just having fun. Listen, advising you guys not to bet that way. Of course, all the, I guess I might say, experienced dice influencers, they're going to bet the way, that they see fit. However, for the newer players, I'm telling you from experience, there's nothing wrong with eventually spreading out to all the numbers. However, I'm going to advise you guys. As a matter of fact, I'm going to sort of warn you that out of the gate, 6 numbers across, Gravedigger or Shallow Grave, which is 4 numbers inside, it's a long-term losing proposition. Yes, you're going to have people that are on winning streaks that may have won or are still winning, betting that way, for maybe 2, 3, 4 years. But once again, guys, it's always the short term until you never play again. So you cannot say, because you've been winning over the last 3 years, that you're a long-term winner. You are a long-term winner in the short term. Is that an oxymoron? Absolutely. However, once again, the long term is going to be when you never play again. So once again, hey, if you had some, reasonable luck betting this way out of the gate, Gravedigger, in Shallow Grave, hey, congratulations. I hope you continue to win. All I'm saying is this: don't let the math eventually catch you. All right, guys. Professor Cage is always spinning, winning, always grinning. Yeah, I was having a little bit of fun in this video, but hey, that's what all this shit is about anyway. It's just total entertainment. Anything you say on YouTube or anything you see on YouTube may not necessarily transition over to casino play. I'm in a freaking garage. I barely play because I don't have the bankroll to play like I used to. And hey, I'm not ashamed to say that. I made a lot of mistakes in my early journey. And hopefully you guys won't make the same mistakes that I made. And hopefully you won't run out of money. Hopefully you'll have the bankroll to play whenever you want to play. All right, guys, once again, happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas. See you right here next time at the cage. Over and